Warsaw, one of Kiev's most important allies since beginning of the Russian occupation, made a surprise decision amid debates over Ukrainian grain. Kiev, Ukraine, I can't believe the friendship is over. Marina Vasilevskaya, a Ukrainian woman of Polish descent, told Al Jazeera with a deep sigh on Thursday after learning that Warsaw had stopped arms supplies to Kiev and might cut aid to the 1 million Ukrainian refugees it hosts. Poland provided Ukraine with hundreds Soviet-era tanks and 14 MiG-29 fighter jets in times of need. During Russia's invasion, served as a major transit hub for weapons from other Western countries, and provided military bases for the training Ukrainian soldiers. It has also spent billions of euros on other types of aid, from building temporary homes for refugees to donating medical supplies and electricity generators. Vasilevskaya and her children were among the most vulnerable and helpless recipients of Poland's aid, as well as its overwhelming, heart-melting moral support. Her paternal grandparents were ethnic Poles and spent 4 months in Kraków, eastern Poland, with their 5- and 8-year-old daughters last year after fleeing a Russian attack. She returned to Kiev in August because husband Vladislav had a medical emergency and her eldest daughter Darya missed school friends. But despite the recent tensions, Vasilevskaya says she remains forever grateful to Polish authorities and the public. He arrived in Kraków in mid-March 2022 on a slow night train full of crying children and frightened, confused adults. But the Poles welcomed him all like best friends. They helped us every way they could with everything, from food and clothing to housing and healthcare. Absolutely everything, the 34-year-old, who works in marketing, recalled with tears her eyes. I thought, oh my God, our hostility towards each other is finally over. Poland once conquered Ukraine, Belarus, and much of Kievan Rus, the medieval Eastern European confederation of principalities that gave birth to Russia. It was also a conduit for Western influences, from philosophy to the visual arts. But its efforts to convert its Orthodox Christian subjects in what is now Ukraine Roman Catholicism met with resistance, partly paving the way for Moscow's takeover. Ukraine's fertile black soil was Poland's granary, and the ongoing diplomatic conflict also boils down to grain. Polish Prime Minister Mateusz Morawiecki said on Wednesday that Warsaw no longer transfers weapons to Ukraine because we are now arming Poland with more modern weapons. This announcement followed Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky's speech to the United Nations General Assembly, in which he accused Poland, Slovakia and Hungary of aiding Russia by banning grain imports from Ukraine. Currently, grain cannot be transported through the Black Sea because Russia has withdrawn from the UN-brokered grain agreement that allows safe passage for cargo ships. Former comedian and filmer